Good morning everyone, Tiffany Quinn here, and this is your full body strength with weights routine. In today's workout, I'm going to help you lean out and build full body definition with a combination of strength and stability exercises that are guaranteed to fire up all of your major muscle groups. For equipment today, all you'll be needing is your light and heavier set of dumbbells for your upper and lower body. Feel free to go as heavy as you'd like today, and be sure to pick a set that's challenging to you. I'll also be incorporating a yoga block, or you could substitute using a thick book. Keep in mind this is an optional piece of equipment, however, including it is going to increase the range of motion and intensity of today's exercises. Now smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget before we get rolling to grab your free 18-day Define and Conquer guide for August from the links in the description. This calendar is going to help you stay fit and active at home all the way through August, take the guesswork out of what to work out and when, and you've just so happened to stumble into day one, so you might as well take advantage of it. All right everybody, let's get started. This is day one of our Define and Conquer guide for August, everyone. Now this is a strength-based routine, meaning I want you to go with the heaviest weights that you have, that you're comfortable with using, that are gonna challenge you within the last few reps of every exercise. Now as far as our format goes today, we do have 40-second exercises with 20 seconds rest between, so there will be plenty of time to give your muscles that recovery before we go into the next exercise. And we've got 5 circuits in total to cover. Now each of these circuits is gonna be 6 minutes in length. We're starting off with the lower body, and then we work our way into the upper body. We repeat that with different exercises, and then we go into our body weight only finisher. So our first exercise today, let's get started right away, is going to be a sumo squat. So I want you to grab a hold of one of your heavier weights. That weight comes to center, holding low, feet slightly out towards the diagonal. Our count for today is 3, 2, 1, and lift. Starting our workout in 3, in 2, in 1. Bring that weight to center for me. Shoulders back and down. It's 3, 2, 1, and up. Pushing that booty back, taking those incremental steps down. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Pressing through the heels, working against gravitational pull today. Now I could have been really mean and had you work against the upward motion, but we're gonna control it down. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Adding tension to those muscles as heavy as you can go today. Another 3, and lift. Another 2, and lift. Last 1, 2, 3, and up. Now for these rest periods, I would recommend putting that weight down, especially if you're going really, really heavy today. Right now I'm using 15, that's what feels right to me today. However, if I was on my own, I'd be using 30, 35, okay? So feet out towards the sides this time. Booty's coming down right below the chest, so a straight line down, going in 2, going in 1, same thing. 3, 2, 1, squeezing up through the inner thighs. Down, 2, 3, and up. Booty comes straight down, 90-degree angle with the knees, trying to bring the thighs parallel with the floor. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Now you might notice I have a bit of a crackle in my voice today. I did just get over a cold, so I'm gonna do my best to push through this and try not to really rasp into that mic today. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Another 2, and lift. Last 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, so from here we are gonna pick up that other weight. Let's take it up a notch. We're gonna grab a hold of that block if you are using it. If you're not, please don't worry about it. Same motion, just on the mat. So we're grabbing a hold of both weights, either on the shoulders or at the sides. Take a step up with your weaker side. Heel presses into the block. We take a step back, find your balance, both hips facing forward, and down, 2, 3, and halfway lift. 1, 2, 3, and halfway up. Try not to come all the way up. You might feel your muscles start to shake a little bit. That's exactly what I want. We want tension. We want it to be challenging. Down, 2, 3, and lift. If it's not challenging, by the way, I mean, what are you really getting out of it, right? So let's push a little bit harder. 3, 2, 1, and up. Now, if the last 3 reps don't feel challenging, it means you do not have a heavier weight. Last 1, 2, 3, and slowly up this time, and come off that block, and take that moment away from the weights. Okay, over to the other side, again with that block or a thick book, or right on the mat into our stationary lunges. You have 10 seconds. Whew. Definitely hot down here today. So grabbing those weights, we step up onto that block, take a nice step back, find your balance, take your time here. There's no rush. And we come back, 2, 3, and halfway lift. 1, 2, 3, halfway up. controlled. Knee can come to the mat, but don't let it slam into it. Controlled, smooth, graceful. Down, 2, 3, and lift. Knees both going forward. Amazing job. Behind the toes though, okay? Another 3. Halfway up, another 2. Last 1, 2, 3, and slowly up for 3, 2, 1, and lift. How are we feeling, everyone? We're coming down to the mat now for our chest presses. You can go with a medium weight, or you could stick with those heavy weights. Usually I'll go a little bit lighter for anything with arms, even if it's on the mat, okay? So we're going into our wide chest presses. I want you on your back, feet are flat, going in 2, going in 1, hands are facing out, up, and down for 3. Lift, 2, 3, 4, elbows wide, 2, 3, 4, pressing through the front chest muscles, facing straight ahead, chin tucked in towards the chest, knowing that you've got this, and that you're already 1 circuit down, meaning we've only got a few more left to go. Like I said, gonna go by quick, right? Lift, 2, 3, and 4, and press, 2, 3, and 4. I have no idea how my voice is even working right now. Last 3, 2, 1, bring it up, turn those palms in, and bring it down. Have that moment. Now you could go with either one weight or both here. It will work the muscles a little bit differently depending on what you do. However, this time we bring those weights together, they come towards the center of our chest, and we press towards the center of the ceiling. In 3, 2, 1. So it's up and lower, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Elbows in towards the waist. Give it meaning. If you don't feel like it's challenging, heavier weights. Up, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. After this, we are flipping over. So this is kind of your break right before we go back in with some harder exercises. Up, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. 2 more. Last 1 for me. And slowly lower, and you can come up to seated for me. Our next exercise actually is with that block. Now, if you don't have the block, again, same motion on the mat. This is completely optional. It just makes things harder. So we're gonna grab a hold of one of those medium weights. And if you are a beginner, you're gonna stay on your knees for me. If you can, though, I want you up into a plank in 2, in 1. Toes are tucked under. This time we row, and we lower without touching the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, working against gravitational pull here, so don't let that weight just fly down towards the floor. Control it. And squeeze. 2, 3, 4. And squeeze. 2, 3, 4. Staying up on that block if you can. Yes, it makes it harder. That's the goal for today, is to push to our limits. 3, 2, 1, and give me 2 more. Give me 1 more. And gently put that weight down, come down to your knees, and we go over to our other side into that same Renegade Row, after which you do get a break from that block. So we're coming onto that block with the opposite hand now. 10 seconds, have a moment, gather your composure, and then we go back in 3, in 2, in 1 on the toes. If you can, squeeze the quads, back is straight, squeeze, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Think about the back muscles doing the work, pulling that weight up, elbow in towards the waist. Slow and controlled. Focus. 2, 3, 4, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4. Is your hand directly below the shoulder? Are you gonna keep on going, or are you gonna put the weight down? I'm here to tell you, you're gonna keep on going. Another 3. Another 2. Come on, just 1 more after this. 1, 3, 2, 1. Lower that weight down, and we're gonna come into kneeling. If you'd like, you can go into standing for this next one. However, we're gonna come into a kneeling position. The weight comes into the side that the knee is on the floor, both hips facing forward. We're gonna come up into an Arnold Press, and then all the way down with that palm facing out. In 2, in 1. We come up, palm out to press. 3, 2, 1, down, and then palm out as we come to the bottom. So it's a bicep curl and a press, controlled slow motion here. Like I said before, on my own, I usually do use around 20 to 25 pounds for these. So push to your limit. Just make sure that your form is staying where it needs to be. The back is straight. I know you've got this. You just need to know you've got this. And all you have to do is just get up and try it, right? Squeeze up and lower down. One more for me. All the way up. Don't lock the elbows out. Slowly down and bring that palm out to face me. All right, over to the other side. And then we get to go back into our legs. I personally way prefer leg workouts, but that's probably because I have such a struggle building my booty. I don't have those big booty genetics, so you know I'm always working on the glute cheeks. Now, the other foot comes forward. Like I said before, if you want to come into standing, you can. Let's get started. That palm comes out. We slowly lower, control it, and down. I like this one. And the nice thing too, someone did ask me the other day, what would be the difference between standing and being and kneeling for your arm exercises? Really, it is preference. However, I do find that this helps us engage our core a little bit better, so you have a little bit more balance and stability when you're kneeling. Granted, that doesn't mean it's for everybody, because I know it can bother the knees. Okay, keep going. 2 more for me. And slowly down. I'm gonna grab some water after this, guys. I feel it drying out. Last 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lower it down. All right, coming back into standing for me. I'm gonna grab that water, but in the meantime, get a hold of that block, place it on the center of your mat. We're going into our narrow squats. Both of your heavier weights in hand, either at the sides or on the shoulders. I'll leave that up to you. It's really preference there. Heels come up and we come down, 2, 3, halfway lift. Down, 2, 3, halfway lift. Now something to make sure of here is that your knees are not buckling inward. We want them out towards the sides or parallel. Down, 2, 3, halfway lift. Down, 2, 3, halfway lift. You're almost there, guys. We are officially in about 1 minute, halfway through the workout already. Last 3. And lift. Last 2. Ooh, the quads. And lift. Last 1. Now hold for 3. For 2, keep holding. 1, and lift it up. All right, weights over to the side. Have that moment. We're gonna move the block off to the side, although that is coming back in just a moment. I do like the block. It gives us more of a range of motion, increases intensity. With the exercises we just did, by the way, if you have like stiff ankles, it does help you come deeper into a squat. Anyway, grab a hold of both weights. We're coming up into a calf raise. And 3, 2, 1, down. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Up, slow, 3, 4. Great job. Now this actually, I feel like it looks deceivingly easy, but especially for someone with me, with the ankles that I was granted, thank you. It is not an easy exercise. Lift, down, 3, 4. Working into the calves. 2, 3, 4. Now come up and hold for the last 5, 4, 3. Don't let it go. 2, 1, and lower down. Amazing. So we're gonna go with 1 weight this time, so that other weight can go over to the side. And you're gonna grab a hold of your block for me, if you are using it, otherwise same motion. What I like about this one for this exercise, it does make us take the weight off the other side. So we step up onto it with the weaker side. The other leg is just kind of in hover, okay? It's right behind you, no weight in it. Down, 2, 3, and up. Resisting gravity here. And up. Hinging forward through the hips. Booty presses back. If you had, this is a weird example, but if you had a beach umbrella behind you right now and you bent over to do this deadlift, you would push that umbrella back. Down, 2, 3, and lift. Pulling up through the glutes, pressing through the heel. Minimal weight in the foot that's off the block. If any, if you can have no weight in it, even better. 3, 2, 1. Now lift and stay on that block for me. Once again, if you're on the mat, same motion. So on that block, the opposite side leg comes out towards the side. The knee, slight bend there. We're gonna bring that weight to center or at the shoulder, and we're gonna come down into a single leg squat, making sure that this knee is tracking over the second and third toe. In 2, in 1, we come down as low as we can. 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Now something you'll see happen with my ankle here is it does like to kind of curve inward. I want you as straight as possible. We all have a different physique, right? 3, 2, 1, and up. Just part of having no arches for me. And lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Come on, 3 more. Work hard. Heavy weights today. Slow and controlled. Last time, down, 2, 3, and hold for 3, 2, 1, lift up. Going over to the other side with those deadlifts. This time I'm going to show you from the side, okay? Now painting down the front of the thigh, keeping the weight close to the body. Press through that heel, minimal weight in the opposite foot. Going in 5, 4, if you put that weight down, let's pick it up in 2, and 1. Slight bend of the knee as we come down for 3, 2, 1, and lift. Now, as far as I want you to go here, you're only going as far as your hip will rotate. So once your hip stops that rotation, then you come back up. For some of you, it might be right here. For some of you, it might be down here. What I don't want to see is the upper back rounding. Down, 2, 3, and lift. But you've got this, no matter what. You're working those muscles, baby. 3, 2, 1, and lift it up. Come on, 2 more. And then we stay on that block. You know what's next. That should be empowering. Down, 2, 3, bring it up, staying on that block. This time into our single leg squat. This is my stronger side, by the way. I always start on the weaker side. That is how you're gonna help build strength. It's gonna make it a little bit easier down the line. All right, so we press through that heel. Weight comes back to center, or like I said before, on the shoulder. And in 3, minimal weight here. Heel lifted all the way up onto that big toe. 2, 1, let's go. And squeeze it up, down, 2, 3, and lift. 2 more circuits after this. Almost there, so close. You don't leave for the end. We only went through 1 circuit for the upper body. We gotta keep on going. And lift, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now remember, we are doing body weight only for that last circuit. So all you have to do is get through 1 more circuit of weights. And resistance training, I mean, it is so good there's so many benefits. Keep going, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Last 3, 2, 1, and up. And put that weight over to the side. I want you to get a hold of either your medium or you can go with a little bit lighter. I mean, like I said before, whatever is comfortable for you. You can stay in standing or you can come into kneeling. We're gonna tuck those elbows in. Palms are facing out. We go up into bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. It's lift. 3, 2, 1 to 90 degrees. Woo! I'm feeling that heat. Oh my goodness. It is super, super humid down here. So we did actually put an AC down finally. However, I can't necessarily run it while I'm filming. So there is that. It's very stagnant air today. And I think it's 90 degrees outside. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Squeezing the bicep muscle. That's your big biceps muscle. 3, 2, 1, and up. The biceps brachii. Last time, and lower it down. The next exercise, we're going into our hammer presses. So the palms are facing in, the thumbs are facing up. That's gonna work more into the forearm. If you're ever wondering what the changing in position does there, you have 10 seconds. I'm gonna grab some water. Oh man, my voice, I'm so sorry. And in 3, 2, 1, elbows tucked in. We come all the way down this time and all the way up. 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. Controlling that motion, squeezing that bicep. Working into the forearms, working into the upper arms, feeling strong, feeling powerful. That's what we need today. Down, 2, 3, and lift. And I'll tell you what, doing this, even though my voice might not be all there, it is exactly what I needed. I need to feel back to routine. Last 2. Last 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lower it down. All right, I am gonna come into standing for this next one. You're only gonna need 1 weight for this. We're gonna go into our overhead presses. Then we've got a snatch, so we've got a full body exercise coming up that I think you're really gonna like. Little burst of cardio. Don't run because I said that. This is easy cardio compared to what we've done. We're gonna grab a hold of that weight. We come into that press in 2, in 1. Press overhead, and then 3, 2, 1, straight line. Up, 2, 3, 4. Straight line, elbow to shoulder. 90-degree angle. Slight bend in the knees. If you need a little bit more help here, press up, just give it a little push with the knees. Down and press. It's kind of like cheating, but you're still working those muscles, working into the shoulders. Great job. 3, 2, 1. Come on, stay strong for me. Do not give in now. You're right at the end of this. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Last 3, 2, 1. Just hold for a moment, and you can lower that weight down to your side. All right, from here, taking a squat position, maybe a little bit wider than what we want to be out a little further away than the shoulders, okay? So the palm is going to face in as we come down. As we lift, we snatch up towards the ceiling with the palm facing out. Lighter weight if you've never done this before. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down and snatch. We're not counting this time. We are using velocity. Use that torque to your advantage. Come down and lift it up high. Amazing. This is one of my favorites. So when I really need my energy up and I'm like, I just need an adrenaline rush. I need to feel great. I need to feel powerful on top of the world. This is like my power move. The more space you take up in a room around you, the more powerful you're gonna feel. So really bring it. 5, palm in, palm out. And 3, 2, core tight. Last 1, lift, bring that weight down and lower it down to the ground. Other side, same thing, just repeating exactly what we did. If you did it on that side, you can definitely do the other side. Then we've got body weight only, and then we're done. Just work towards that ending. You wanna finish every workout. You wanna finish things that you start. In 3, in 2, in 1. We press overhead. 3, 2, 1, back to neutral. 3, 2, 1, straight line. Thinking about creating that straight line. If you're not sure, take a look in the mirror. I know a lot of you ladies will take pictures while you're doing the exercises or of yourselves doing the exercises. When you're doing that, you should be looking for form corrections. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much of an athlete you are, even myself. Everything can use an improvement. 3, 2, 1, and lift. That's what keeps us going at the end of the day. Last 2. Last 1. Bring it in, lower it down. Take that moment away from the weight. We're going back to that side with those snatches, and then the weights can go away. All right, you've got 10 seconds, everyone. We are gonna use that block, by the way. Whew. Yeah, it's hot. I'm sweating it up in here. Another 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Palm in, palm out. Core tight. Facing straight ahead the entire time. Give it meaning, give it power, give it everything you've got, because you've only got 6 minutes after this to spend with me. And I promise, by the way, if you're just stumbling into this and you're like, I guess this workout was pretty good, you know, stay with me a little longer. I don't always sound this crackly, and I will help you get results. Now, when you come up, make sure the hand's not coming behind you. Straight line. Another 5, 4, come on, keep going. Do not stop. 3, 2, last 1, bring it in and lower it down. The weights can go over to the side. We are complete with the weight portion today. You're gonna grab a hold of your block for me, and we are going into step lunges with it this time. So where we did stationary before, we actually are taking that step back, starting on the weaker side. Remember, this is gonna help you in the long run. Find your balance, back, and lift. Again, controlling the motion. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Makes it harder. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Back stays straight. Abs are tight. Right at the end, last few exercises today. If you made it this far, I need you to know that you are absolutely incredible, that you're never gonna stop, that you're gonna keep working on your journey. And did you know that it takes about 3 months to form a really genuine habit, and then about a year, might have been a year, yeah, I think it was a year, until you're gonna do it for life. So just keep on going. 3, 2, 1, and up. Other side, then we come down to the mat for an exercise that I know you're gonna love. You're like, all right, what is it? Let me guess. I think some of you already know. So we've got 5 seconds onto that block, onto the other side. In 3, 2, 1, step up for me and take it back. 3, 2, 1, and up. Find your balance, find your pace. If you need to speed it up a little bit, if you need to slow it down a little bit, I'm not here to tell you not to. I'm here to keep you going. I'm here to work your muscles, to make you feel strong, empowered, get energy for the day, to be healthier in the future, to build that bone density so that as we get older, we're not falling, right? 3 and 2. Come on, work hard towards the end. All right, you got one more in you. I always do that with the lunges. Up and take your break. All right, we're coming down to the mat. All right, we're going into our side plank series. You already knew, but we're gonna add a push-up. Great news, right? So the hand comes to the block. We're gonna come up into that push-up position. Beginners, you can either come into kneeling and just come down and up. You're gonna have the hands a little bit more forward than that, so down and lift. Otherwise, into that plank. We come into that push-up, lift, and reach up nice and high with that block if you can. Trying to come down nice and low. Uneven push-up, creating that instability, creating that broader range of motion, working the muscles a little bit differently. And lift. I was just reading the other day also. So when we do exercise programs, when they're just isolated, we only work one thing or they're only concentrated on one form of exercise, you really don't benefit as much as like with the programs I put together for you, which have the cardio. You know, we've got different strength, we've got resistance, we do it all. Last one and lower down. And there were so many more benefits listed for that. So I think it's really cool when you have an integrated program, you're not just focusing on one particular thing. Usually that's more for like bodybuilding. All right, 3, other side, 2, 1, onto those toes, all the way down, lift into that side plank. I feel like I'm starting to get some of my clarity back after this week. That cold really wiped me out. I mean, I'm talking, I had a fever for like 2 days. So we are back, we are in action. Down, squeeze up, and raise that arm nice and high, squeezing those oblique muscles up. Pressing through the palm. Last 2, and lift, come down, last 1, and lift. Now just hold it up nice and high for 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Final 2 exercises going into our hamstrings and glutes. So we're gonna place that block by our heels. We're gonna come into lying. Now hands at the sides for support or raise them up if you did wanna make this one more challenging. We're gonna dig the heel into the block. The closer you are, the more you're working glutes, the further, the more you're working hamstrings. Bring the right leg up, flex the foot, we lift and we lower. Final 2 exercises, 40 seconds each side. Squeeze up and lower. Thinking about pulling the booty muscle up. No arch in the back. You're working that glute. Lift and 3, 2, 1 down. Lift and 3, 2, 1 down. You're doing amazing. Keep working hard. Last minute. Don't leave for that last minute. Enjoy it. Lift and lower. You put that time aside for yourself. Last 3. Use it. Last 2. Give me one more and lower. All right, over to the other side. Same thing. You're going to dig that heel in for me. The toes are lifted. We lift up the opposite side leg. Bend that knee. Flex the foot. Hands come up. Then you've got 5 seconds. I know. I'm like ready for this one. And in 3, in 2, in 1. Same motion on the floor, by the way. No block, doesn't matter. You can still do the exercise. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Amazing. You're absolutely crushing it. Just finish off that last exercise. Don't leave what you started. Consistency is in also finishing the things that you start, not just showing up for a little bit and leaving. You want those changes. Lift and lower. In the mind, the physical change, the stronger muscles, lift and down. Another 4. Another 3. Last 2. And 1, and lower it down. Bring those knees in. We're just gonna circle out to the side for 3, for 2, for 1, another direction for 3, for 2, for 1. Roll yourself up to seated. Let's just do a quick down dog stretch, okay? Hands right in front, up onto the toes for me, and let's just back that booty up into the air. Now pedal the heels up, bringing your heels down to the mat as far as you can comfortably. Feel that stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. We're gonna come back to that downward dog, elbows in towards the waist, lift yourself up, relax the feet down, and feel that stretch in the abs. Woo. Now lift back up into a child's pose, booty between the toes, stretch those arms out. Lift back up, let's straighten those arms out, backwards, 3, 2, 1, other direction, 3, 2, 1, and other arm, 3, 2, 1, and other direction, 3, 2, 1. Quick stretch of the hamstrings up to standing for me, and we dig the heel in and just swoop, swoop. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, thanks for joining me, everybody. I do apologize if my voice is a little bit faded. I know by next week things are gonna be a lot better, so thank you for bearing with me. Hopefully you did get a really good workout in. I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm a little more back to routine, which is great. Don't forget to grab your Define and Conquer calendar. It is in the link in the description. That's gonna keep you fit and active and healthy all the way through August. Gonna help you build strength, build definition, and set up yourself with success, all right? Okay, everyone, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Fabulous job today, everyone. I'm getting through day 1 of your 18-day Define and Conquer guide. Now, be sure to leave a note for yourself in the comments what size weights you used today. It has been usually helpful for those of you who show up consistently for the guides in terms of tracking your progress for a reference at a later point when you come back to this workout. Now, smash that thumbs up button for me if you made it all the way through. Subscribe to the channel for new workouts every week. And if you didn't already grab your 18-day Define and Conquer guide, it is in the links in the descriptions. You're just gonna open up that PDF. Within that PDF, you'll see YouTube clickable icons to each day's workout. If for any reason they don't work on your phone, you will be able to find the days in order on the playlist section of my channel. Next week, we've got a 1,000 rep glutes video, so you don't wanna miss that. Turn those notifications on so that you don't, and I will see you for next week's workout.